This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
Man, what a year. You know, it's one of the more memorable years that I have had in coaching, and I just really can't wait to kind of reflect on it. Obviously, there was a lot of obstacles that our program had to handle, along with the many others that played college football. And I'm just thankful for our administration, thankful for all of the staff of nutritionists and medical team and equipment staff, just everybody that worked so many extra jobs to make this happen. And most of all, I'm just thankful for our kids and our staff that I get to work with. And we had a tremendous year, and man, what a way to end it in the FBC Mortgage Cure Bowl again, and just a heck of a game tonight, and thankful that our kids found a way to win it.
Coach Freeze, take me back to the block kick there. I mean, what was your reaction when you saw it?
Well, elation. We tried to give the game away. It felt like a couple different times, and to know that you still found a way to win it, it was pretty good. We called a timeout. We had all year. We haven't. That's the first time we've gone max block, and I think Elijah got his hand on it, but there were some other guys that got good push, Ralph and those guys up front, and Elijah got his hand on it. So obviously, just thrilled to beat a top 15 team tonight, and excited about the way we finished. That was our whole theme, was our program needs to be about finishing, and we felt like it was our duty for our program to finish in a bowl game, and then we like to win them when we get there. And we've had pretty good success in the times I've taken teams to bowl games. I think we're 5-1 now, and I just am glad that our kids were able to finish.
Can you describe for me and everyone else what you saw there on the right before J-Mac fumbled at the 1, and I guess you guys were trying to stay out of the end zone, set it up for the kick?
Yeah, we were. They used all their timeouts, and we wanted to run, one more play and go down around the 2 or the 1, and then I've got my 2 timeouts, and we'd use all the clock and either decide to run it on third down and try to score with no time, or with around 10 seconds left, then use your last timeout to kick the field goal if you need, or just kick the field goal. And we got to take care of the ball. I mean, the game was close because of their competitive spirit and their quarterback, and because we turned the ball over, and that certainly was a critical time to do that.
Last one for me. How about that play that Malik made there at about the 5-yard line? It was when he got in to make it 31. I think 31-23 or 4 at that point.
Malik, he's a tremendous athlete, and he's had 30-plus days off now. And I think he showed a little bit in the past game, but boy, he certainly we don't win that game without him. And just pleased with his first year with us, and we'll take some time off, and then let's get ready to do it again.
Hey, Hugh, Damian Sordelette with the News in Advance. Were you having a bit of deja vu there at the end with the NC State game with the time management issues, or were you still fairly confident going into overtime?
I don't think we had any time management issues. I think we played it exactly right. We were going to use the entire clock up and win the game there at the end, and we just didn't take care of the ball. So I'm not sure what issues you're referring to. And obviously we went to overtime. We just got to find a way to make one more play than they do in overtime, and our kids did.
And it looked like Jamie Chadwell said that his instructions to his player was to drag the ball carrier into the end zone. Was that something you were worried about there versus maybe taking a knee?
Yeah, I probably need to coach it a little better. He's supposed to, we wanted to get it close enough where we still had options on third down, and but he needs to just lunge and dive on the ground and not allow them to do that. And, there's a lot of different ways you can play that, and certainly, but the bottom line, you got to take care of the football, and you can't I don't even know that. I thought in the replay, my guys up top said he was across the goal line, that they drug him across before the ball came out, but I couldn't see the replay.
Coach Reeves, thanks for congratulations on winning the bowl game tonight. What's it like having number 7 under center this year? Is it great to have him back next year?
Yeah, it's hard to win college football games, period, and you certainly don't to win a lot of games if you don't have a great trigger guy. And Malik gave us that big playability and had a solid year for year number 1. I mean, we won 10 games, and that's pretty phenomenal. And you just don't do that without solid play at quarterback.
And you've been coaching from Ole Miss to Liberty and all around. Is this the best team you ever coached, or do you feel like you're going to evaluate that later in the summer?
Do I feel like this is the best game I coached?
The best team you ever coached in your career of coaching.
Our Sugar Bowl team at Ole Miss was really good and played really well, but this one is probably it is as rewarding. I want to take time, if I can, and just say I don't ever comment on people's thoughts of us or publicly, but it has been a little bit troubling or irritating in our locker room as this football committee that does the rankings on Tuesday night or whatever they do, and I just wonder really what people look at sometimes. I would ask you guys, and as you're writing and talking about our team, what non-Power 5 team, what team in the group of 5 played 3 Power 5s and beat a top 15 team? Anybody answer that? And yet, when those rankings come out and everything is, and listen, Cincinnati and BYU and Coastal, man, what great years they've had, and I think the world of all those teams. I'm glad to see all of them get, but I don't know of anybody that played the schedule that we did, and I hope it's reflected in the way people see the end of the season. But we're 10-1, and we lost 1 game at a Power 5's opponent on their field by 1 point. And I don't know. It's been hard for me to understand. People talk about they want you to go schedule strong games and play opponents, and we did that. And so hopefully people see it that way now with us beating an undefeated top 15 team to add to our resume.
What does this do for recruiting to win on national TV in a bowl game?
Yeah, anytime you're on national TV, it's you get to expose your program to a lot of different homes, and it's going to help in recruiting. And obviously, it even makes it better when you win a bowl game like tonight. And I'm sure it was well viewed, I would think, in primetime slot on ESPN. So this should help us in recruiting.
Hugh, I just want to clarify. So that you said the reason you didn't kneel is because you wanted to get closer to the goal line to have different options. Is that right?
Yeah, I think, on third down, we were still debating, do we want to try to – because I could do whatever I wanted with the clock because I had 2 timeouts, and we were just debating, if we get it to close enough to the 2, we could run another play and try to score a touchdown, or do you take a chance and let them block a field goal? Is that the right thing to do? I don't know, but Josh Mack hadn't had a fumble all year, but yes, we were we had 2 timeouts, and we were going to run the clock down, and I wanted to get it to the 2 or 2.5 or 1, somewhere. So on third down, I had both options.
And what can you say about Malik's legs? He converted, must have been 5-6 third downs, third medium, long with his legs.
Yeah, just that's who he's been all year for us, and it certainly makes third down play calling a little easier to know if things do break down in the pass game that he certainly can convert with his legs.
Coach, we talked a lot about Malik, and he had an excellent night. But can you comment on the defense, on the rare instances that he did have a miscue? It seems like Coastal was there to kind of pounce on it, but then your defense kind of did their part to kind of keep the game even, opening up with 3 stops, getting that big interception after the red zone interception. Kind of comment on your defense performance, please.
Yeah, I didn't think we played particularly well on defense, but we did get stops when we needed to, and you did early in the game. You know, I really thought the turning point in the first half was we're up 14-0, and we have we got the exact look we wanted on a shot play, and Malik overthrew him, and then the next play he throws a pick, and it was kind of like the momentum shifted there a little bit, and then our defense struggled from that point forward. Some of that has to do with Coastal's play, and you know, their quarterback McCall's just he's a heck of a competitor, and they got good receivers, and thought we did pretty well against the run game, except for their quarterback scrambling. I'm sure they feel the same way about our quarterback scrambling around. So, but we made plays when we needed to, and certainly they in overtime definitely you know, rose to the occasion there.
Hey, Coach, it's Brooke Leonard from Channel 10 in Roanoke. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You know, as difficult as this month has been, would you repeat it tenfold to feel how you're feeling right now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I just, you know, when you go through difficult times that strain you to it strains you physically, it strains you mentally, and you do it with a group of people together, and you find your way, whether you have to dig, claw, scratch, fight, battle to get through the other side of that, and you get through the other side of it victorious. It's man, it's the I think it's what living is all about, and you know, it's memories that we've made that that certainly will last.
And Javon Scruggs, having him on that defense, how important was that pickup to have from right down the road in Appomattox?
Yeah, I mean, he's our leader all year on defense, and just people follow him. He plays an enormous amount of snap counts. His workload is enormous. We signed some guys in recruiting that got to help him where he's not on the field so much, but he certainly came through big for us tonight.